I'm Nikki Miller, and we've been at Shades Mountain Community Church for about 9.5 years. Me and my husband Blake and our 2 boys, Caden and Ethan. And I love this church because I feel like I can trust it. I believe in this church and I believe in the leadership. I grew up in a lot of really small, really legalistic churches that had pastors who preached a lot of hellfire and brimstone on Sunday mornings and about, checking the boxes and being good enough and not necessarily a lot of grace. And during the week, we knew a lot of those pastors because, tiny churches, you get involved in each other's lives, and they were not always the men on Monday through Saturday that they said they were on Sunday. And so that kind of caused me to not have a whole lot of faith in church leadership. And in my adult life, I unfortunately have been a member at several other churches that also ended up having pastors who failed pretty publicly in large ways. And ultimately God led us to Shades Mountain Community Church, and I was a little cynical for a long time, and then I decided there was just no cause to be, because I found myself to be surrounded by leaders who were just people of integrity and really involved in the lives of a lot of people here, and a lot of people are involved in my life here, and I get to see them live out their lives daily, and the people around me are who they say they are. The pastors and the elders and the senior pastors they're people who walk the walk. They don't just talk the talk. And I distinctly remember when Pastor Harry was leaving, I just felt devastated because I thought, I'm never going to have another pastor like this who is just the man he says he is. And I remember telling him that last Sunday, I hugged him and I was crying. I said, I'm so sad that you're leaving because you'll never know what you've done to restore my faith in the church. Pastor Harry had done a lot to restore my belief that there were leaders who really were men of spiritual authority and who were who they said they were the rest of the week. And he left, and I was so sad. And then lo and behold, we get Pastor Rick, and he stepped right in without missing a beat, and God had given me yet another pastor. I think that he's a man of faith, he's a man of truth, he lives by the word, and that his actions align with what he says in the pulpit on Sunday mornings. I trust my elders the same way, and the other pastors, and it's just a blessing to be here and to serve alongside them in any capacity that I can. You know how when everything really feels stressful during the week, say you're at work or out running errands, your life gets busy and you're coming home and you drive into your driveway and you kind of go, I'm home. I feel like that when I come to church. When we're driving down Tyler Road, I go, I'm home now. And I relax. I feel burdens lift off. I'm always glad to come here. When you're a kid, a lot of times your parents are just making you go to church, and no one makes me come here. I'm excited to be here when the doors open, because when I'm here, I'm home. I'm Nikki Miller, and this is my church.